Now I can formally welcome everybody because we are now recording. Um, I hate watching myself in recordings. Ew. But that's okay. That's okay. It's a learning purpose, and I hope you all enjoyed today's songs. We are doing two songs, Hallelujah and Crazy, because you guys have voted to do two songs at a time. Every now and then we may have a song that takes a lot longer, and then we'll just do one song. But for now, we'll do two at a time. Okay. Announcements, concerts this weekend at 2 o'clock on Friday is the company concert with Rick Anderson. So dial into that one. And on 1 o'clock on Saturday, Daun and Randy, woohoo! We're going to be doing our very first concert in 4 months. It's been that long. It's unbelievable. So join us on Saturday for our Villages concert. Okay, there's the advertisement for today. If you need books, I will be putting in a book order this afternoon. So anybody that still needs a book for any one of the 4 classes that I'm doing, please email me or call me before, let's say 4 o'clock this afternoon, and then I'm going to put in another book order. All right. Any questions at this point? Oh, you're so quiet. All right, very good. Very good. Wow, we have 31 people in class today. What a wonderful thing. Okay. Hallelujah. I'm going to ask you all to mute yourselves. There you go. Yep, mute yourselves. Just click on your microphone. Mr. Sasanick?
Working on it.
Oh, we're all learning. I know. Perfect. I'm going to play Hallelujah. I'm not going to play all 6 verses. I'm just going to play one verse. For those of you who are unsure what song this is, once you hear it, I think you'll know. And there are 5 verses of that. Okay, so that's why we can do 2 songs today. There's no added chords. No added chords. What you see is what you play. Okay, what do we know about this song? There's so many people that say, oh, I love this song. It's so beautiful. Have you read the lyrics? If you have not read the lyrics, you need to. Hallelujah, written and performed by Leonard Cohen in 1984, is a folk rock song, often viewed as a secular hymn, not one that you play in church. There are many interpretations of the lyrics, as Cohen stated that many different hallelujahs exist, allowing the song to be melancholic, fragile, or joyous, depending on the performer. Canadian singer K.D. Lang considered the song to be about the struggle between human desire and searching for spiritual wisdom. I think that was very well put by her, because that's exactly what this is. So if you read the lyrics that are all on the 3rd page of the song, you will see that there are some biblical references. There are sexual references, and yes, it's absolutely a dark song. It's a very dark song. but the music is beautiful. Hey, Genevia and Tommy.
Hi, Dawn.
Hi. Can you click on your microphone and mute yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were having lots of trouble here.
Oh, okay.
Let me hold on a second. We get rid of it. No, the mic.
I know we're all learning. Okay, who's V40 Think? Somebody's got their hand up. If you want to unmute yourself, go ahead and ask a question. There is a raise hand feature, and if you put that raise hand feature, sometimes I see it, sometimes I don't. This one right here. You can unmute yourself. V40 Think. Thank you. There's a hand up. Does that mean there's a question, or was that an accident? Okay, I muted you, Genevia. You're good. You're good. Now, you all have the ability to unmute yourselves, but while I'm playing, it really can be distracting from one microphone to another if you are not muted. Okay, so what kind of a time signature does this have? The two numbers at the front of the song tell you it is 6/8 time. Most of our music in Easy Play is 4/4. 4 beats to a measure. The quarter note gets 1 count, which is the black one with a stem. Sometimes we have 3/4 time. 3/4 time, you have 3 beats to a measure. That's waltz time. Now we have 6/8 time. That means there's going to be 6 beats to a measure, but the 8th note gets 1 count. Wow. I don't want you to worry about counting. Here's the trick to 6/8 time. If you choose the right background, the right music style, you let the music style count for you and you just feel it. Now, on the flip side of that, if you pick the wrong background, it's going to hurt you because you're not going to feel it and you're going to be fighting your rhythm. So what kind of rhythms work on this? Well, let's take a look at a few things. The one that I chose was Wonderful World. Easy 4 people have Wonderful World. Easy 10 people have Wonderful. No, wait, I don't know about Easy 4s. I take that back. Easy 10 people have Wonderful World. Check and see if you have it, because that is probably the best one for counting to 6. And if you watch your lights, it's not going to count to 6. It's going to count to 4. So if you watch have any of you ever watched the red, green, green lights? I'm going to turn this on.
Hey, Dawn.
Yes?
I have a problem. I have Hallelujah in a songbook 33.
Uh-huh.
Not what you're talking about. Sing Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Different song?
Yeah.
Chase your blues away.
Yeah, it's in 4/4 time.
Oh, it could be a different song.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It is. It's also in book 04.
Okay. Make sure you have the
What
Leonard
number?
Cohen, the Leonard Cohen version.
It's
If not,
also
just-
in. Sorry, go on.
If you don't have it, email me and I will make sure you get a copy, because books are on order. So I can do that as long as books are on order.
It's also in a book that we did in class 204.
Okay.
The best easy listening songs ever.
Okay. But it is the Leonard Cohen 6/8 time. That's what we have to look at today. Now, why does this background Wonderful World count 6/8? If you watch your red and green, it actually only does 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. But if you listen to what the insides are doing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's what you have to listen to. Most of the rhythms that are going to work for you are going to be under your ballad button. Your ballad button. Okay? soft and easy isn't going to cut it, because soft and easy is going to definitely count to 4. This one's called Write the Songs. It's under soft and easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. But it's not doing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. No, see, there's nothing here to help you with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. By the way, at the top it says 6/8 march. Cross that out. This is definitely not a 6/8 march. A lot of times what they tell you at the top of the page is absolutely wrong. This is a 6/8 march. Does this sound like hallelujah to you? No. No. So ignore the 6/8 march. This is a ballad. Now, not all of the ballads are going to work, but there are a lot that will. Ballad with no variation, or 50s love songs, or on the easy 2s and easy 4s, it's rock pianist, will give you a 50s ballad that will work in a pinch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not the same feel as The Wonderful World. Cat Memories will also work. I'm going to lock this in.
Yeah, I think that's perfect, Daun.
Cat Memories is very good on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That works too. And I'm at 64 beats a minute for those people who are curious about how fast we're going. Soul ballad will also work. It's a little harder to hear the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But you can hear it, it's there. Now, basic ballad also works. And for those of you that have alter style gives it the arpeggios. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hear it? These are the backgrounds you are interested in for this song. Any 6/8 song, this is going to be the backgrounds that you want, because it's going to help you. Let the rhythm help you. Then you don't have to count. You just go with the flow. And in the music, every quarter note and eighth note, in the first measure, you have a quarter note and an eighth note. Quarter notes get 2, remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then when you have eighth notes, they will always be grouped in 3. Now, why can't we use a waltz? Mathematically, 6/8 goes to a waltz, doesn't it? Ouch. Let's put it on a waltz and see. Let's just put it on a basic waltz. Doesn't do it, does it? No. Now, if you had nothing else, and I'm talking maybe a Discovery 3, maybe, or an Easy 1, maybe. If you have to use a waltz, guitar waltz, and triple the tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll work in a pinch, but it doesn't feel right. It just doesn't have the feel. So if this is the only thing you learn today, learn that your ballad is what's going to give you the best background. A ballad that counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you're unsure if your organ has one, see me after class. That means either come in to the store and ask me a question, or email me. The email here, by the way, is 5028@fletchermusic.com. Email me, because I will always answer emails. Phone messages, I always answer phone messages too, but sometimes I don't get them until the next day, believe it or not. Okay. And like I said, chords exactly as they are. The A minor is C and A. And I think that's the only one. E7, there's an E7 on page 2. E7 is D and E. D and E. The rule is the letter minus 2, but that's always optional because remember, 7s are optional. Minors are not optional. They are in the box. You must play what's in the box, and if you have a minor chord, you have to play 2 fingers. Don't cheat and try to get away with just playing an A. It's not going to work. Okay, questions at this point? D's iPad. Hand up.
Okay. So my favorite way to play it is 6/8 guitar, which is under waltz. And that
Okay.
works. Is that because it's designed to work and most people don't have it?
Yes, exactly correct.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
So okay, it's a very joyous. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And it
6/8 guitar because yes, that'll work.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's all.
Yep. Oh, and by the way, Diane, I didn't get your voicemail until a day later, and that was just
That's
our
okay.
phone system.
That's okay. But
Okay,
you have
so-
already ordered the book for me, so I don't need to call you again.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out who V40 Thin Q is.
Hey, Dawn,
Yeah.
this is David. Just to clarify, the E7 was a D and an E. D
Correct.
as in Ed, A as in Edward.
David and Edward, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Dogs and elephants.
I thought
Dinosaurs and
B and
elephants.
that didn't sound right.
No, it is
Thank you.
D and E, yes. Yep, you got it. Okay. Very cool. I see Betty. Is that Betty Tobias? Which Betty is this? Okay. If that's Betty Tobias, I say hello. If it's Betty, somebody
Hello,
else.
it is I. It is I.
Very cool. It's good to see your name here. I
Thank
don't
you.
have you on gallery view right now because then I get lost in the gallery. And I feel like we're the Brady Bunch. Yeah. Okay, let's do some fingering. Fingering is very subjective here. G3, 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 and in case I forgot one, G3. A4, A4, A4. E1. Let's go to the second line. G's are 3s. A4, A4. G3, G3. Let's go to the third line. A4, 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 A4. G3, G3, F2, G3, G3, G3. At the end of that held G. Now that's all the way down in line 4, because remember that tie carries from one line to the next. After that blacked in dotted quarter note, put a check mark. All the G's are 1s in the last line. A2, A2, B3, G1, second page. C3, 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 A1, C3, C3, D4, C3, D4, 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 D4 at the end of the line, second line, E5, 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 D4, D4, C3, C3. At the end of that held C, into the next measure, put another check mark. You're going to lift your hand and put it someplace else. E2, G4. Third line, A5, A5. A5, G4, E2, E2,
I should be writing all this down.
E2,
I don't have my music.
G4, A5, A5. When, if those of you who don't have the correct hallelujahs, when I scan them to you, it will have all this fingering on it, so no worries. Okay, where am I? Third line? Third line. I think I did this already, but I'll do it again. A5, 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 G4, E2, E2, E2,
You can see.
G4,
Yeah.
A5, 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 G4, first ending through 4. I'll explain the roadmap in a bit. E2, F3, E2, last line, D1, C2 with a circle. That means you're crossing it over. You're crossing your pointer over your thumb. The next C is a 2, and then you put a check mark. And you see a rest there. The rest is a dotted quarter rest. That's one of those 1, 2, 3s.
Look.
The G is a 2. Fifth ending, E2.
Yeah.
And the third page, D1, E2, G4, A5, 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 G4, E2, 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 G4, A5, 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 G4, E2, F3, E2, D1, C2 with a circle around it. You're crossing it over. The circle is just a visual to remind yourself. And the last C is a 2. Okay, any questions?
I have a
Dawn?
question.
Dawn, when
Yes.
the person who wants, Sherry, you need to mute yourself while Dawn is talking. Very disruptive.
Well, she can't hear me any other way.
This is true. This is true. But just watch your mutes and unmutes, everybody. And unmute yourself when you have a question, but always try to wait until I'm done, or if you absolutely have to interrupt me, go ahead.
Dawn,
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, when I talked to you earlier today, that I recorded this on Continental Brass at 120, and it really jazzed it up and made it sound kind of neat. And when it got to the Hallelujah, I played the chorus, each Hallelujah. And it came out really nice.
Oh, I bet.
A lot of organ sounds.
Wow. Well, Diana, if you recorded it, I am very curious to hear that sometime. So just bring that into the store if you're in this area. I know it's kind of hard.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a
I
long
know.
trip.
I know. See, that's some of the things I do miss about playing for each other. Yeah, because we get to hear the creativity of everybody else.
Yeah, kind of jazzed it up.
Yeah. Well, you guys are the creative ones, so please, when I'm telling you to stick with ballads, that's basically for some of my beginner people and intermediate people. This is more of an intermediate class, and I seriously want you to feel like your rhythm is helping you. Some of you more advanced people, it's a lot easier to break the mold, get out of the box, go to other backgrounds. But if you're just getting started or you're intermediate, I highly recommend sticking with a ballad that will help you with the rhythm. Okay, any questions? Any other questions? Not at this time? Okay, how are we doing on time? We're actually doing very well. If anybody's got their phones close or their computers close to their organs and would like to play along with me, please feel free to do so, because I am going to play it through. We'll play it through 2 times, verse 1 and verse 5. So we'll do the first /4. Oops, I forgot to tell you how this works. On the second page, on line 4, you have a bracket with a 1/4, 1-4. That means the first ending, the second ending, the third ending, and the fourth ending, you will go there. Your dots are going to send you back to the dots at the beginning. And the last time you play it, you will skip down to the fifth ending and play the third page and end it. I know it's obvious for most people, but road maps, if you're just getting started, they can be a bear. If you need to use the colors, please feel free to do so. Color in the dots, color in the dots. Your eyes will go to the colors long before you actually recognize the symbols. So if you've got a yellow highlighter, make sure that the dots are the same color so your eyes go from one to the other. Okay, if you're at your organs, we will play, and we're going to play it at 60. We'll play it at 60. We'll slow it down just a bit. And if you just want to do one hand, that's fine. Do not put on a rhythm for now. Just put it on easy. And if you're muted, then you can all hear me, and nobody else will be able to hear you. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, because that last unfinished measure is a 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Third line. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Rest 2, 3. Back to the beginning. One, two, three. Fifth ending. Third page. Okay. So the lesson to this song is really about finding the right rhythm to help you. The next song we're going to do is Crazy. And just turn the page. It's on page 28 of your book. Some of you have it in other books. Okay. I love taking a look at who's writing songs. Take a look at who wrote this one. Willie Nelson.
How come you skip chopsticks?
Oh, sorry.
All done.
Now we didn't skip it. Okay. Willie Nelson. Before he was famous, the Willie Nelson that we know, he was actually a songwriter trying to plug his songs to different people. It was most notably recorded by Patsy Cline in 1962, and it became a #2 hit that year. Originally, he wrote the song for a country singer called Billy Walker, and he turned it down because that's a girl song. Too bad for him, huh? Now, Patsy, she was already a superstar. She had recorded hit after hit after hit, and she was just looking for some more songs to sing. So she picked Crazy as a follow-up to I Fall to Pieces. Okay, now there's a piece of trivia to know about Patsy Cline. Her session pianist, meaning the one that she used in the recording studio, was Floyd Kramer. Now, why do you need to know that? If you go on Jeopardy, now you know the answers, and that's the only reason you need to know that. But it's always good to learn a little bit about your songs, because then you feel more connected to your songs. People who are from my store, and I say that because we have a couple of people who are joining us from Naples. Welcome. Welcome. This is one of my signature songs. I do sing this, and I will be singing this in concert on Saturday. Why? Because it's been 4 months. I'm out of practice. So this will be one that I warm up on. Patsy Cline's Crazy. Am I changing chords on this? No, the chords are as they are. You have lots of 7s. Watch your G minor. G minor is G and B flat, pointer and thumb. Do not change the fingering. I'm a stickler for which fingers you use on chords, because your fingers will actually thank you. It's not about what's easier. It's about what chord comes before and what chord comes after. Chord patterns. Chord patterns. What kind of rhythms are good on this? There is a song setup, and a lot of you have the signature background for this, which is called Crazy Country. It's a signature background at 78. If you do not have that, Easy Country works just fine. If you're on the Easy 2, Easy 4, Easy 10, Country Full Band is perfect on this. Roadside Cafe. If you are on the Freedom 3, Country Love. Country Love is absolutely perfect on this. What kind of sounds do you want to use? Country guitar. Now, you can't say country guitar. It's a country guitar and an acoustic guitar. Those would be my top 2 choices. However, remember who played this with her. It was Floyd Kramer. So a piano is going to be absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. There's no road map on this. It goes straight through. So if you want to play it twice, please feel free to play it twice. That would be a nice way to arrange it. And when you play it the second time, you may wish to change sounds. Now, for those of you with presets, go ahead and just poke some presets. If you have an organ that gives you a sound on top and a sound on bottom, the easiest way to change sounds is to just move your hand from upper to lower keyboard. All right, I am going to go to the signature for this, which is Crazy Country. And anywhere from 72 to 78 is going to be good. I am going to be changing a few of the notes. Why am I going to do this? To make your fingering easier. And you'll see what I mean when I give you the fingering. But right now, I'm just going to play Crazy on Crazy Country. And I'm going to play it at, let's go in between. Let's do 74. That'll work. Okay. And I'm just going to play it through one time. Did you hear me do some interesting things? I played it pretty straight. What I did do was some gliding. Gliding. And some of you that were in my morning class today, we worked on gliding. If you've got the glide on your foot pedals, your long foot pedals, it makes it a lot easier. Easy 10s, fanfares, journeys, and the larger instruments. You can put your gliding on the foot pedal. Some of you can put it on the touch bar. Some of you have got the double touch bar, and then your glide defaults to the touch bar over here. Now, why do you want to glide?
Dawn, this is Joanne.
Hey, Joanne.
How do you put the glide on your foot pedal?
It depends on which organ you have. I don't think you can do it on the Sterling.
Sterling.
Yeah, I don't think you can do it on the Sterling. It's like the Marquis, the Grand Marquis, the Arias, the E-series organs can put those on.
Okay, thank
The
you.
rest of us, because I don't have one of those either, we can put it on our right touch bar. It actually defaults to the right touch bar. So you can just use your right touch bar, or you can use the left foot switch is also a glide. And that's the one I was actually using, was my right foot switch, my left foot switch, I'm sorry, the other left, the other right. The left foot switch, you kick the foot switch first, and what it does is it completely detunes the entire top keyboard. So that when you let go of the foot, it's gliding that whole top keyboard back up to normal. So you have to kick first, play the note, and release your foot. Do not release your finger, release your foot. Kick, play, release the foot, and it slides back up. If you want to do it on your right touch bar, it defaults to that. Touch your touch bar and just release. Those of you that have it on the long pedal, same thing. You just put a foot on a long pedal, play your note, and release the foot. Gliding makes your country songs twangy, so you can glide your country guitars. So since this song is not all that difficult, that's what I would urge you to work on, is practice your gliding on this. That's a fun one to practice gliding on, actually.
Hey, Dawn,
Yes.
just to plug, the marquee and above has a key glide.
Yeah, yes, that's true. That's true. Yep. The larger instruments have key glide, which means if you push it harder, it will glide for you. If you push it down harder, it will glide up for you. Yeah, try that. Practice it.
Dawn,
Yes.
where would you use the glide?
Wherever you feel like it. Now, I don't recommend overusing the glide, and that's something that when you're starting, you have a tendency to overuse the glide because you're practicing. You want it to work. You have to use good taste with it, and pretty much wherever it feels right. Usually I'll do it at the beginning of a phrase, but if you do it for every note, it's going to sound like this. Say, and you sound like a drunken sailor. So you don't want to do it for every note, but you want to do it for certain notes. Sometimes it's the last note of the phrase. A lot of times it's the beginning note of the phrase. When you're getting started, you might want to mark the ones that you want to glide. I did the high note on that phrase. I did the high note on that phrase. Now I'm going to do the beginning note. Again, I did the high note on that phrase. But use your own judgment. and just have fun with it. Because it's your song. You can glide it as much as you like. Okay. Any other questions? I'm going to go through fingering, and I'm going to change and add a few notes. And I told you I was going to do that to help your fingering so that it would be a little bit easier for you. Now, for those of you who don't care to put fingering in because your fingers are pretty good at doing it on their own, now's the time to get up and fix yourself a cup of coffee, or let's see, is it happy hour yet? Sure, go mix yourself a drink if you want.
Dawn,
yes.
you got a couple hands up.
Oh, okay.
D and V40 thin.
Yeah, V40 think is, the hand's been up the entire time. I'm not sure. Okay, D. That's got to be Diane Graber. Question?
Dawn, that's mine phone.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I have to keep going because the phone's ringing with doctor's appointments for Doug.
Oh, I understand.
That's okay. We're going to the VA for overnight Monday.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Email me or call me. I fill me in on what's going on, okay?
Yeah. Big mystery.
Yeah.
So I think I missed whatever you just did.
I worked on gliding.
Okay, I got that. I've
Okay.
already played this.
That's all we did was work on gliding when you were
Okay.
gone. Okay, perfect.
Dawn,
Yes?
you said you aren't changing any chords?
Nope.
Because my page has you changed a lot of chords.
Yep. But because this is an intermediate class, I'm not changing any of the chords.
Oh, okay.
Those of you who have done this with me before, absolutely put in all the extra chords that you want.
There's
But
a lot of them.
yeah, I know. But on this particular one, this class on Wednesday is the easiest Zoom class that I'm doing. I want some of the intermediate people to feel like that they can do this too, because I'll tell you what, they come on your advanced Monday and Tuesday classes and they come back going, so we can make it as easy as possible or as hard, as difficult as possible. But in this class, I'm going to keep it a little bit more on the intermediate side. But if you've got them already all written in, please go ahead and play them. Absolutely. Okay, let's do some fingering. Get your pencils out. A5, C1. After that C, you're going to write in another note. C sharp, right next to it. So you're going to do a C sharp in between the C and the D in the second measure. The C sharp is going to be a 2. The D in the second measure is going to be a 1 with a circle around it. You're going to tuck it under. And that's what I mean about making your fingering easy. So you're doing a 1, a 2 on the C sharp, and then a 1 on the D. It's a nice transitional note, and it sounds pretty cool. F sharp 2, A3, D5, C4, A2, B flat 3, D5. Second line, high D5, low D1, E2, C1, E2, G1, circle it. You're going to tuck it under. If you don't, you're going to have a very difficult time reaching that high F. F5, E4, D3, C2. At the end of that held C, put a check mark. You're at the end of a phrase. A check mark is lifting your hand. It's like taking a breath with your hand. A5, C1. Make that next C a C sharp. Put a sharp in front of it. The sharp looks like that little tic-tac-toe sign. And make it a 2. And again, that's for fingering purposes. It's exactly like what we did at the top of the page. D1 with a circle, you're tucking it under. F sharp 2, A3, D5, C4, A2, B flat 3, D5, D5, C4, D5, E1. Now I'm changing this next C, cross it out. But right next to it, make a D, which is in that first space underneath the line, in between the C and the staff.
I'm sorry, Dawn, I got lost.
Oh, okay.
Can you go back over line 4, please?
Yes, line 4 is B flat 3, D5, D5, C4, D5, low E1, and cross out the C and replace it right next door to it. Put a D, which is just a little bit above the C, and make it a 2 with a circle around it. You are going to cross over to a D with your second finger. And that's to make your fingering easier so that when you get to the next line, C is a 1. E2, G3, B flat 5, A4, G3, F2. If you want to put a check mark at the end of that, go ahead. It's a whole new phrase. F5, D3. The top of the next page. F1, B flat 2, D3, F5, E4, D3, A1, C2. Second line, F5, D3, G1, B2, D3, F5, E4, D3, and C2. At the end of that phrase, you might want to put a check mark. It's like taking a breath, lifting your hand, putting it in a new position. Line 3, A5, C1. Put a sharp sign in front of the C quarter note and make it a 2. Again, this is for fingering purposes. And it sounds pretty cool too. D1 with a circle. You're tucking it under. F sharp 2, A3, D5, C4, A2, B flat 3, D5. At the end of that held D, check mark. The last D quarter note there in that measure is a 3. F5, D3, B flat 2, E5, C3. Last line. You want to put a check mark there too? Go ahead. D5, B flat 3, G1, C5, A3. Now, the C sharp. I'm going to give you a choice. One of my rules is do not put a thumb on a black key if you can at all help it, because it usually hurts to play the next note. So if you're going by those rules, the C sharp would be a 2 and the D would be a 1 with a circle around it. For those of you who don't care about the rules, you may do a C sharp 1 and a D 2. If it hurts, go back and do it the other way. B flat 5, C sharp, here we go again. You can do C sharp 2 and D1 with a circle, or you can break the rule and do a C sharp 1, D2. F3, G4, F3. This song is in the key of F. You know that because it's the last chord. It's easy because it also happens to be the first chord. Now, the only reason you need to know this is so that you know which chord to start your introduction with. That's the only reason you need to know the key of a song. 99 times out of 100, it is the last chord. But always, always, always let your ears be the final judge of how it sounds. If it doesn't sound right and you're not sure why, call me. It's probably one of those 1 out of 100 that it changed keys in the middle or something else has to be done. But you start your intro with an F. Okay. I am going to play it again. Let's see. Should I do it on Easy Country? Nope. I'm going to try changing it to, I'm going to try Easy Country instead of Crazy Country. By the way, if you've got your, I'm going to slow it down to 68. If you are close to your organ, you may sit at your organ. You may try playing it along with me. One hand is all you need. If you can do both hands, go for it. No rhythm, just put on easy only. I'm going to count to 4, and then we'll play. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Top of the page. 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3. Rest. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And then if you wanted to repeat the last phrase, you could. And there you have it. Hallelujah and crazy. If you have any questions, please feel free to call me, email me, come in the store and ask me questions. As long as we have fewer than 5 people, we're good.
Thank you, Dawn.
Now.
Yes, I have a question.
Okay, Beverly.
What are the songs you're going to do next week so I can see if I have them?
Ooh, I have not decided yet.
Okay, just put out an email.
Do, re, mi, and green sleeves. Oh, we might as well just take the next 2.
Okay.
Do, re, mi, and green sleeves.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You guys are awesome. If you want to unmute yourselves and talk to each other for a while, please feel free.
Great job again.
Oh, you guys are the awesomest. Thank you so much. We're all learning on Zoom. We're all learning how to do this. That's a wonderful thing.
Dawn, I have a question.
Okay.
This morning you said that there was a group email sent out by Robert. I didn't get that email, and it was about all the upcoming Zoom things.
You mean for my classes or for?
I don't know. They were talking about it this morning at class.
Okay. I usually send out, now I don't send it out, Robert does, but I usually send him on Friday a menu of what songs I'm doing on which days. And then
Yeah.
he on Sunday sends out what that menu is. So usually you'll get that on a Monday, Sunday or a Monday. And those
Okay.
are not links. Those are just telling you which book, which songs we're going to be doing for the week. And then
Yeah, I didn't get that.
Oh, okay. I'll see if I have that and I can zip that over to you.
I'd appreciate it.
Not a problem. Your links are always 3 hours before the class. And again, Robert takes care of all that. I don't have to do anything. He just takes care of all that. Same thing for the concert. The concert at 1 o'clock on Saturday, our first one in 4 months. I'm so excited. We haven't done this in a while. Woohoo! So it will be 3 hours ahead of time. So don't start looking for a link until 10 o'clock in the morning. But he's very good. He always has them there.
Okay.
Okay. And he also is going to send you all kinds of stuff that the corporate office is doing or that we're just doing for everybody. The Friday concert at 2 o'clock is always for everybody. And Rick Anderson is on this Friday. And everything is recorded and will be sent to YouTube. And we have our own YouTube channel, by the way. And so if you just go to youtube.com/Fletcher Music Centers, it will take you right to our YouTube channel. And he also sends links that you can subscribe to that online too. So everything is very, very easy.
Hey, Dawn.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is Marshall.
Hi,
What is
Marshall. I haven't seen you in a while.
Well, because the book numbers that you have, like book 15, book 15 for me is all Western.
That's an old book 15, yes.
It's an old book.
Yes.
And all right, the Do Re Mi and Green Sleeves. Do you know the number of that book yet?
Well, it's in the new book 15. I'm just using the new book 15.
Oh, the
for
new
that.
book 15.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I know I have them. I'll have to just.
Yeah, just look through other. Now, those of you who do not have these songs and books are on order, email me. I will scan the song to you. I know that's illegal, but as long as the books are on order, it's not. Okay? If you need a book, by the way, again, before 4 o'clock today, I'm going to put a book order in. Email me at 5028@FletcherMusic.com. Just email me and let me know if you need an extra book.
Georgianne has a question. No,
Okay, I see your hand up, Miss Georgianne.
I have a comment. Thank you for sending a copy.
Send you a
Hallelujah.
hallelujah with pleasure.
Thank you.
Yep, with pleasure. Let me just mark that down.
And I also copied it too.
I gave it to Joanne too.
Okay. Will do.
No.
So you can ignore those two messages.
But just yeah, email me just to make sure that I get everything right.
Okay.
Thank you, Dawn.
You guys are the awesomest. I miss the social, but this is the best we can do right now. So this is what we're doing. And yes, now I have you on gallery view, and so I can see all your faces. And we are the Brady Bunch. Here's a story.
Just one comment for you, Dawn.
Yes.
Lucy thinks that I should be playing pedals because she's under my feet playing pedals.
Lucy is his puppy.
Train your cat. Train your dog.
53 pounds of fur.
Oh, yeah, I know about puppies. Ours is 125 pounds of love and fur. Yes. How
That seems to
fabulous.
be her favorite place right now. So.
Oh. Well, you guys are the awesomest. If there's no more questions, I'll say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you,
Thank
Dawn.
you.
You.
You did a great job.
Thank you. You're
Perfect.
welcome.
Thank you.